Hello, friends. It's pleasure to be here once again with everyone. And as we are talking on the topic, vitalizing the talk, as we are here to learn English and also be an excellent public speaker. Let us start. To start with, I would like to greet everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening in different parts of the world. As I have pointed out repeatedly, you cannot help but succeed if you choose the right topic for you. One area of topics is sure fire. Talk about your talk about your convictions. Surely you have strong beliefs about some aspects of life around you. You don't have to search far and wide for these topics and subjects. They generally lie on the surface of your stream of consciousness because you often think about them. Not long ago, a legislative hearing on capital punishment was presented on television. Many witnesses were called to give their viewpoints on both sides of the controversial subject. One of them was a member of police department of the city of Los Angeles who had evidently given much thought to this topic. He had fellow he had strong convictions based on the fact that 11 of his fellow police officers had been killed in gun battles with criminals. He spoke with the deep sincerity of one who believed to his heart's core in the righteousness of his cause. The greatest appeals in the history of eloquence have all been made out of the depths of belief, someone's deep convictions and feelings. Sincerity rests upon belief, and belief is as much a matter of heart and of belief and of warmly feelings what you are saying as it is of the mind and coldly thinking of what you do. The heart has reasons that the reason does not know. In many classes, I have had frequent occasions to verify trenchant sentence. Pascal's trenchant sentence. I remember a lawyer in Boston who was blessed with a striking appearance and who spoke with admirable fluency. But when he finished speaking, people said, "Clever chap." He made surface impressions. He made surface impression because there never seemed to be any feeling behind his glittering facade of words. In the same class, there was an insurance salesman, small in stature, unprepossessing unprepossessing in appearance, a man who groped for a word now and then. But when he spoke, there was no doubt in any of his listeners' mind that he felt every word of his talk, isn't it? It is almost 100 years since Abraham Lincoln's assassination in the presidential box of Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. But the deep sincerity of his life and his word still lives with us. As far as knowledge of law is concerned, scores of other men of his time outstripped him. He lacked grace, isn't it? We see here, dear friends, that he lacked grace. We are speaking about Abraham Lincoln. Yes, and as we see further, smoothness was not there with him and polish, but the honesty and sincerity of his utterance at Gettysburg Cooper Union and on the steps of Capitol in Washington have not been surpassed in our history. You may say, as one man once did, that you have no strong conviction or interest. I'm always a little surprised at this, but I told this man to get busy and get interested in something. Yes, the point is important. Please note it down. But I thought and I told this man to get busy and get interested in something. What, for instance? He asked. In desperation, I said, pigeons. Pigeons? He asked in a bewildered tone. Yes, I told him. Pigeons. Go out on the square and look at them. Feed them. Go to the library and read about them. And come back here and talk about them. He did. When he came back, there was no holding him down. He started to talk about pigeons with all the fervor of a fancier. When I tried to stop him, he was saying something about 40 books on pigeons, and he had read them all. He gave one of the most interesting talks I have ever heard. Here is another suggestion. Learn more and more about what you now consider a pretty good topic. So it's an important point, my dear friends. Note it down. Learn more and more about what you now consider a pretty good topic. The more you know about something, the more earnest and excited and excitedly, enthusiastically, you will come out with the topic. You will speak, yes, and you will become more enthusiastic. Percy H. Whiting, the author of 5 Great Rules of Selling, tells salesmen never to stop learning about the product they are selling. As Mr. Whiting says, the more you know about a good product, the more enthusiastic you become about it. The same thing is true about your topics. The more you know about them, the more earnest and enthusiastic you will be about them. So, friends, the point that we learned is that we have to learn more and more about what we consider a pretty good topic. Yes, and we have to have the honesty and sincerity of what we are speaking, as we saw in the case of Abraham Lincoln. Yes, and so here we are with today's lesson, and I'm sure we all have enjoyed the lesson, reading and listening and hearing. So do not quit in life, be encouraged, and remember, we are winners, and winners never quit. So be encouraged and do reading of a good book, English book or newspaper every day for at least 15 minutes or half an hour in front of the mirror, and definitely you will be an excellent public speaker. So don't quit. See you again tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Bye.